Hello, and welcome to the Riley and Riley Show. Today, we will be showing you a project. Our project is about the books we have read and how they are all connected by a lack of community. Each book has an undertoned message that community and a lack of it is not good. And it is the big cause of all of the main characters' problems. Right? Yes. Yes, it is.
This is Jay Gatsby. Now Jay is in a bit of a predicament with his current life. Jay started out as being an unhappy farmer boy who couldn't identify himself with the life that he was currently living. And one day James found that he could be better than the pathetic James Gats and created an ideal version of himself. And in only a few years he became a new money rich man who was finally able to go out and play with the cool kids. It wasn't the money he desired, nor was it the big and fancy gothic mansion that he lived in. It was the identity and community. All Gatsby wanted to do was fit in with the rich old money community, so he hangs out with the people who are old money. Gatsby wasn't the only one who was having a desperate search for a spot in a community. In Tim O'Brien's The Things They Carried, the story focuses on a platoon of soldiers who are either barely in their 20s or in their mid-20s. Platoon is currently in the midst of the Vietnam War. They are all stressed, tired, and doing whatever they can to keep their sanity, even if it means laughing off the death of somebody and looting their dead bodies. This platoon acts in a brotherly manner. Despite looking like a prick in the process, they all joke, they smoke weed, they drink, and they do a lot of things together as if they're all buddies. But the matter of fact is that none of them fit in. This is similar to how teenagers will group together and pull through problems like this in gangs and such. What teens will do to fill their spot in society is unbelievable. They could join a gang and be a very violent family. They would join fandoms, they would join the so-called friends who drink, smoke, and do drugs and have premarital sex. Then, there are these kinds of losers, the antisocial, depressed, low-life, Ronald Reagan-hating children. This here is Holden. He is just a young man trying to find his way in life, but the way he sees everyone else in his community, instead he decides to be cynical and reject everyone else because he sees their little cliques as a community of phonies. He drinks, he smokes, and he is rude to everyone he meets. Also, he's a duck in a pond full of fish. But not all people are whiny little children who choose not to solve their problems. This freedom fighter fights against a government of fascism and eugenics. The hero of who is played by Hugo Weaving is an anarchist who represents the idea of individualism. He uses terroristic methods to get his point across. And yes, he is a terrorist, however he has an entire group of people on his side. And they fought beside him non-violently, and they all wore the Guy Fawkes mask, the same mask as V, the hero. This was also what sparked up the motive of the internet hacktivist group Anonymous. Their philosophical idea was heavily based off the idea of V, which is why they usually wear the Guy Fawkes mask. Stories like these don't always revolve around white folks. The black community plays a huge role in the theme community for all of these stories. Ernest Gaines' A Lesson Before Dying is a perfect example of how people try to fight against community standards. This guy right here is our protagonist. Grant Wiggins is his name. He is cynical, grumpy all the time, and unbelievably stubborn. To the average eye, he would seem to be an unlikable type of person. Very similar to Holden from The Catcher in the Rye, Grant has a terrible vision for everything, and all he wants to do is hide inside his shell and wait for something bad to happen. Jefferson, however, is only broken and trying to piece his life back together while given only a few months to live. Over his last months, he is constantly being pulled between the community that wants him to get closer to God and the one man. This guy, Grant Wiggins, who is doing his best to bring Jefferson to be an independent and fighting, not literally fighting, man. Grant feels that the religious part of this community is trying to bring Jefferson down. Grant feels that the religious part of this community is trying to bring Jefferson down.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, hold on. I'm getting a call. It's my manager. Hello? Did you see the video? It's pretty good, right? Needs something else. What does it need? A song.
Alone. I know, it's gonna be so fun!
Community.
No one has immunity.
We're here to make you all see.
We're here to make you free. Don't be afraid of interaction.
Come on, take some action.
You see these people every day.
But you still feel like a fraction. Reach out and touch someone.
They won't bite or yell.
We're all the same, equally scared.
Just come out of your shell. Don't hide away, come out and play.
No need to discriminate.
Society needs a helping hand.
So what do you say, mate?
Let's all be friends. We're all the same and happy fun. Come on now, let's make amends. We're all equal or super friends. Let's all be friends. We're all the same and happy fun. Come on now, let's make amends. We're all equal or super friends. So you're walking to school. You see some homies. They're looking at you.
Kinda funny.
So what you gonna do? You gonna look away? Or are you gonna say,
Hey, I'm gay!
They'll laugh and point and make fun of you. They might even throw some stuff at you. But what they need to know is that you can show
who you are.
Don't point and laugh, throw stuff at class to those you don't understand. Why not get up, think a bit, and hold out your hand. Make a new friend, learn a new trend, everyone will be grand. Grand!
Poop-a-doop community, we're all the same now, can't you see? Come on out and sing with me. Community, community. Poop-a-doop community, we're all the same now, can't you see? Come on out and sing with me. Community, community. It's that we have to do, you know?
You want me to just do the rapping? I like rapping.
Okay, I want to see the bang though.
Now let's take a seat and talk about something that's not so sweet. You people out there spreading the hate, you better stop because you don't know what it makes. Some kids being bullied, being picked on at school, being called things like bag and a fool. Man, that just ain't cool. They go home thinking they ain't worth it, and you the one who calls them to pull the trigger of a gun. And 1914 in the face. Bang! One down, gotta go. Call the police, but I don't know why. Oh, to me, ended his life. He had a nice future, good old life. Hey ma'am, what just went down? Can you please tell the police why he's dead on the ground? But she just stand there thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. Why? Oh why? And she then starts to cry. Why? Oh why? Never even gotta tell him goodbye. And bam, nothing to say. He was all alone and gone away. Why did Timmy have to die? 'Cause people didn't like the fact that he was gay.
I know you'll just love them, and they'll love you. Oh, and you'll be best friends forever and ever.
Poopy doop, let's all be friends. We're all the same and happy fun. Come on now, let's make amends. We're all equal or super friends. Poopy doop, let's all be friends. We're all the same and happy fun. Come on now, let's make amends. We're all equal or super friends. Poopy doop community. We're all the same now, can't you see? Come on now and sing with me. Community, community. Poopy doop community. We're all the same now, can't you see? Come on now and sing with me. Community, community. Okay.
Now the serious mode.
Okay.
Now that we're done with that catchy song, we're going to get back to a point that can connect us to today. Today, community is falling apart. We need a better community. Now, we're going to show you a quick little video of a man, a child, a kid, a teenager who goes through a rough moment in his life. Shall we?
You better watch where you're going.
I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
I'm sorry.
You better say that to my face!
I did.
Are you making fun of me?
No.
You loser, come over here!
Now, it is sad to see that person get beat up, but do you know why he was beat up? Because of a stupid reason. It's because he was wearing this hat. Now, the brony community is not a bad one. It's one that embraces community. The whole community is about being yourself and accepting people for who they are. Love and tolerate. That's what they say, and that's what they do.